let's get something absolutely crystal clear. There's nothing superior or inferior. See? So if you say that, if you really believe, if you really experience that, and you say that, and you know that, there's no more value, judgment. For example, ego mind, which gets really sometimes ridiculed and not worthy, is just as vital as enlightenment. In fact, it is the reason for enlightenment is ego. Ego self-introduces things to overcome things. That is what we do. We give ourselves lessons to overcome them. Ego is a necessity to push someone towards enlightenment. So if you're not ego-driven, now maybe some other states first before enlightenment comes. But every state will come. That's the great news, you know. You're seeking and seeking and seeking, but the state will come. Every state that exists, that you fantasize, you imagine, will come. You are creating your own new experience every moment through thought. And they will come. Not in the order that you would prefer them in, but they will come. And then something will come to overcome them because you realize, oh my God, I'm so egoistic. I'm so vain. I'm such a hard person. And then something comes to say, okay then, you need to see this through, this experience of ego through, and it will be replaced by enlightenment so that you can compare the two. So ego, what is ego? Ego is identity. Identity is separation. So ego is pushing you further away from oneness that you were when you came into the body. Okay? Everything was one. You were simply awareness witnessing the world. The world that had no name. You didn't know what your parents were. You didn't know anything. But you were there to see this beauty, this essence that you were. Then we are moved to experience awareness itself. Might say, you know, I want this one to value the life I gave it as a baby. But it has to compare, so I'm going to give it ego. So you are taken from this child oneness world to overcome this oneness, which we think is, well, that's the way we want to end up. It's a continual movement, a continual experience until this circle is complete. So enlightenment is your state, is possibly the next stage after ego. Ego creates separation, identity. Table, me, you, them, us, all singular pointings, you see, singular things, mountain, sky. While you're a baby, everything is the same, no name. No understanding of what is separate. So ego is going to take you to oneness again. But there may be other states within. It's not a simple game of Monopoly where you roll the dice and you don't roll the dice and you want to land on that square without rolling the dice. You have to roll the dice, you see, and you go, oh my God, I wanted that, you see, but I wanted Fleet Street, but I got Strand. Next, 400 revolutions of the board, Strand. Perfect timing. The last one on the board, and you got it. It's not an organized, logical place, human existence. So ego is separation. And to experience enlightenment, you have to go to separation, to its totality. You must see everything out. You must complete everything. Every experience that you want to desire, you have to see it out. You can put it off, you see. Yeah? You might be experiencing strand in the Monopoly board by looking at it, but you're not going to feel satisfied until you land on it. And then you say, I got it. I'm mine, finished, complete, game over. So ego has to be seen totally out, which means possibly depression, possibly mental illness. Yeah? But people fight ego, you see, like the Monopoly board. I want to go there now, you see. I want to get rid of ego now. So therefore, ego means singularity. And to fully experience ego very quickly, you must be selfish. And selfish means to look for self. To look for self means I'm not interested in caring for other people. I'm not interested in starving people in the country. I'm not interested in war. I'm not interested in doing good. I'm not interested in doing bad. I'm not interested. I'm simply not interested. I am here as an individual, a singular thing, and I want to be the most singular thing in the world. But fear, you see, you fear. Because past ego minds have said you must behave, you must look after people. And you have to, when it's your time, you see, when it's your space on the board. Yeah? Caring for people, for charity work. Maybe Park Lane. But in this game, you're not interested in Park Lane. You're interested in Strand, you see. You're interested in enlightenment. If you're interested in enlightenment and you're on this site now, you must see ego through. You must become singular. Ego, it means identity singular. I, me, am. Only important thing in the world is I, me, am. I am person. I am only thing important in this world. Nothing else is important. Nothing else means anything. If you're interested in charity work, go to another site. But this site has been valuable, you see, because you may think you're looking for Park Lane charity work, and suddenly, my God, my ego is so big just now. And you may see it through, or vice versa. You may be interested in enlightenment, but it's okay. In your deep core, you're thinking you want to help people. There's no stages, you see. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says different levels of consciousness. Yeah? God consciousness, transcendental consciousness, cosmic consciousness, human consciousness. But it doesn't say you've got to start at the bottom and work up. You can start at the top and work down, which you do as a baby. You are God consciousness and you arrive as a baby and you develop into human consciousness. Some don't. Some stay as a baby. Some become monks. And some live in transcendental consciousness. But every state will be experienced. Your awareness, your whole, complete, infinite awareness wants to experience every single state. so that you can create your own perfect paradise, heavenly state when this is all over. And your Monopoly board is out in paradise, and all the streets are the same name. No more individual ego names, no more names, no more board, only paradise. Game over. Namaste.